clerks here, and they relayed the message to us that we're muted. I appreciate that. Hopefully people see that we're back up. Get a couple people in here.
You want the courthouse policy as well? That's right.
Well, we need the courthouse policy that says that we can't come in here without providing ID.
Yeah, right here. Oh, I'll word it this way.
That's the judge's rule.
Okay, there's your receipt.
And then we need to get, I guess
This
that
is where we update
we shouldn't have to
your
request the sheriff's policy here.
That's just a copy
Isn't that
for
something?
you.
But
they're in
It's
possession of it.
gonna pull over into the election system and they'll mail you out your postcard with that information, okay?
This
Give
is
me just a
incredible.
second and I'll get your new license for
I
you.
want to go out here and give an update what's going on. Okay, guys. So I appreciate whoever called in to the courthouse and told them to tell us that we were muted. That's classic, because she actually relayed the message to us so that we could restart the stream. We are inside the courthouse finally, and filling out a core request at the county clerk's office, and we're trying to get a copy of the court order that the judge signed, and I believe that was my deputy Love that just walked by here. There he is. Oh, deputy,
How are you?
doing well.
We got you guys in here, huh?
Well, you know, actually, I believe he's in here against policy because they didn't get his ID and where he's from and everything.
They just need name.
Huh?
All they asked for is name.
Yeah, but he didn't identify anyway. I'm the one that got in, and he just walked in with me, kind of like Jennifer and Robert did. Are we going to rough him up today?
I don't rough people up, sir.
Okay, I'm good. I've heard that about you. I've been talking to people about you. They tend to like you. So, what are we hearing about this judge's order? Do you have a copy
Actually,
of that?
while you were gone, I looked into that.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if Carrie's here yet. I'll look and tell you in just a minute. The county commissioners, at the recommendation of the judge, passed a resolution.
Okay.
So it's done by the commissioners.
Okay.
I believe the year was 2010.
Okay.
Just, I did a little bit more research and found out that it is a county resolution. Now, right or wrong, I'm not, I
We'll
don't
take
do
that up
civil
with,
law.
yeah, we'll take that up with the county commissioners, but if we can get a copy of that resolution, that'd be awesome.
If Carrie's here, I'm sure you can.
Okay.
Yeah, of course, you have to pay for everything. you do.
Yep. Now, the other question that I have is we haven't made any progress at all on the Sheriff's Department policy manual. I've even talked to Paul, the county counselor, and he left a message through us that he doesn't have it, that those requests have to go through the DA, and nobody seems to know where this policy manual is.
I told you earlier, I called the sheriff and asked specifically, do we have one? Yes, we do. The county attorney is reviewing it, and it is in her possession, and
What are we reviewing? Is it one that's been in place for a while?
Sir, I
or-
don't, I can't
Okay.
answer that. I'm not on the administrative end of this
Okay.
business. If I was, I'd give you more answers. But I'm
Gotcha.
not.
All right, yeah, if we could just get the copy of that judge's order, or the ordinance, I guess,
Yes,
that the county
it'll be
commission
a
passed.
county resolution, and
Okay.
if Carrie is here, I don't know if she's here or not, I'll find out.
Okay.
It's in the minutes of all of the public meetings that the county commissioners have
I
had
know a
forever,
county
so-
resolution would have to actually be typed up and inserted with
yes.
county resolution. They should be able to search
Yeah.
it and find it
Yeah,
pretty
she'll
easily.
have it
Okay.
if she's here. I cannot invite you beyond this point, so.
That's okay.
Restriction on top of a restriction. Very restrictive.
And we have 200 East Willow and then PO
Okay,
Box
she is
25,
not currently here, but the lady said that she is on her way.
Okay.
And who does this go to, man?
It'll go into clerk's, into her office, and she will take care of all of that.
Who's the FOIA officer? The freedom
That
of
would be
the clerk.
Carrie.
The clerk is.
County
Okay.
clerk.
Okay.
Yeah,
So that's that then.
okay.
Do you charge for copies of
We're
that?
gonna get your pictures. While you stay in front of that blue
This one does
screen
not.
over there.
Yeah, it does. It's right down here.
Well, that's for the actual.
That is
this stuff
for
here.
time.
Okay.
And then this is paper, document fee.
Yeah, I mean specifically, you charge copy for getting a copy of the
Oh.
request that I'm submitting.
Oh, of this? No, I can make a copy
okay,
of that.
great.
That's not a problem. Okay, sorry.
Sheriff's Department was gonna charge me $1. You believe that?
Oh, no.
Jeez.
No, I can make a copy of
I was
that.
like, if I'm gonna give them $1, maybe they can get an AC in their waiting room with it.
Okay, I'll have you sign that
Oh, yeah,
left pad.
they've been live, I've been live streamed for a couple of times today. I guess the whole room is how ignorant I am.
Just however you sign your check.
Yeah.
Is that the sheriff?
Yeah, they complied with the resolution and they are in the courthouse and they're asking for,
Yes. And I'm gonna
they're
give
going
you
through the
some
procedure asking for the documents they want.
Is the volume fixed on that?
papers. I'm gonna give
And
you
they're not being
And
rude or
there's your
indifferent
copy.
Thank you.
anyway.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it.
Not a problem.
taken off of that. So this takes it off of your license, but the registry, it doesn't take it off of there. It doesn't, yeah. It's pretty easy to do it though.
That's, well, yeah, that's nobody else's business. It's your private phone. You can get it wherever you want, right?
So if you just follow.
But no,
I
there's
just
been no
emailed
problem.
them, and she emailed me the papers and I.
Well, our
Other
ID is
than-
a private
The
business
whole world's
too.
probably wondering what the hell they got a fat deputy
They'll-
down here talking to here.
This guy here.
Is there anything else I can help you guys?
We're just waiting for Deputy Love.
Okay.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Yeah. No, they are gonna file a complaint against her and the jailer.
Already did.
Well, because they weren't happy with the reception they got. So, and that's, that's their prerogative. They're welcome to do that.
Okay.
Yes, sir? Oh, okay. Well, we'll deal with that after, Matt. Anyway, they're still here. I'm gonna get back with them, so. All right, holler, need something later. All right, let's see.
Deputy Love, was that the sheriff?
No, sir, that was
Okay.
one of the county commissioners.
One of the county commissioners, okay.
Sure.
May I ask which one?
Harry Russell.
Okay. All right.
He said somebody called him and demanded information as to why he had a Hawaiian phone number, and I don't know whose business that would be.
Maybe a viewer.
Are we waiting on anything?
Well, I'm still hoping to get a copy of this order signed by the judge. Or the resolution, the
gonna
ordinance, or
happen?
whatever that was done.
It is a resolution
Yeah.
for the county, and it was
Something
voted on
that-
and approved by all three of the commissioners at that time, which I mean, our commissioners changed over the years.
Well, and unfortunately, in that case, then it's not going to be on the judge. It'll be on the commissioners
It
for
was
passing
recommended,
it.
it was recommended by the judge.
But I thought you said it was
Really?
the judge's ruling.
It was. The judge sent it down, said he wanted it done, the commissioners voted on it and have it. That's the way it
And
works.
that's the judge's ruling?
Like to register.
No,
So
it's
the-
not a ruling, but he encouraged it to be done.
Oh, he encouraged it to be done. Okay, we were under
So,
the
and yeah, I
impression-
probably misspoke.
Well, you said it's like District 13 ruling, like you were specific about it, but it was
Yeah,
the
it was
commission.
13th Judicial District is who we're under.
Okay, yeah,
And
but
it
it
was one
was
of the district judges of that district that made that decree.
Okay.
And
back in
so I
2010.
probably misspoke
Okay,
when I
back in
said that
2010.
it was his order, but he brought it to the commissioners voted on it and made a resolution, and therefore it is.
Okay.
now-
Well, I'm glad we clarified that because we've been asking for the judge's ruling and it actually requested it as well. But so that'll.
So
be,
that was on me.
Well, that's all right. But
I
that'll just be
misspoke.
moot because it's not his order.
Right.
But I did it.
I was here in 2010, but I don't know that I remember anything that happened in 2010.
That's fine. Yeah. No.
Yeah, I just,
Just
like I
want to make
said,
sure we're wording it right because
Yeah, we want to get it right.
They'll get denied. Yeah.
And I probably absolutely misspoke over there when I said it came from, but I did do the research afterwards to find out.
Okay.
So to clarify, yes, that's the way it came down. And
Green line, do you see
I
the
don't know
green line?
when the clerk is going to be here, but as I understand from these ladies, she's on her way.
is this,
Okay.
is this not an ordinance that one of them can just look up? Or somebody can just look up?
I don't
didn't-
know what they're,
Okay.
I don't know what, each one's got their own role, and I don't know what it is, sir.
All right, no problem. We'll hang out and wait a little bit.
Have you had a chance to tour this building?
Well, actually, I'm kind of surprised that you're offering that because when we tried to call to get in here, we said we needed to speak to the clerk, and the lady was like, "Well, I'll check and see if they're there." And we're like, "No, we'll just come in." She's like, "No, if they're not here, then you can't come in." Like we specifically could only come see the clerk to get in here, but now we can tour the building.
I'm with you. I don't suppose there's anything wrong with that if I take you around.
Well, but we don't need to be taken around, do we? I mean,
Guys, it's a public facility.
right,
That's our
what I'm
point.
saying.
That's
what
exactly
I'm
our
saying,
point.
Yeah.
That's all we're saying. It's a
Yeah.
public facility. What's all this?
We don't have to give up our.
I got
anything to
it.
get in
Here's my
Guys,
question.
that's there again.
If somebody
You know,
comes to the door out there and says, I need to use the bathroom, are they going to buzz them in? There's public
they have
restrooms.
not
It's
in the-
listed.
yeah, They have not in the past, I can tell you that.
I mean,
guess
it's
the
listed,
question would
public
be then, so would
restrooms.
you move to arrest someone if they have done that? If they're not following the resolution? Would that be like an arrest?
No, sir, that's, and it's, like I said, that's a civil issue, and I do
Is
not,
it?
I enforce criminal and traffic laws through the state of Kansas, okay?
Yeah.
You guys asked me, do I have a policy? Well, I've got 560 hours through the Kansas Law Enforcement Training Center,
Okay.
and I maintain 40 hours a year certification, as
Yeah.
well as weapons qualification. I do criminal and traffic laws. I don't have anything to do with civil laws, period. I'm not qualified to handle that,
So what's
that
the
would qualify as
teeth?
civil.
What's the teeth behind the gatekeeping to come into the building? Like, would you react? Would you act to arrest someone if they?
Only if they were being rude and indignant to the people in here.
Oh, really? They can be arrested for being rude.
Well, I mean, I was looking at it, parking back, there's even a statute in here that says, interference with the public facility.
Yeah, and what? Yeah, but you have to.
I mean, that's a citation, but it's still, there is a law against it. I mean,
But I guess if you're going to issue that citation based on the behavior,
no, I would go by what the statute says.
right, and you said that you wouldn't interfere with the civil process, which is what that sign on the door is. You wouldn't enforce, or, try to lawfully arrest somebody for enforcing
I'm not gonna try to interpret
that.
civil law, that's where I'm coming from. I'm not an attorney. I do
Right,
not
but
do
what
civil
you're
law.
quoting me is a behavioral thing that you would be charging rather than the actual entry into the building. And so I guess if it's based on behavior, why can't it just be based on behavior, not have the barrier at the door?
That's something that you would have to question the commissioners about, who put the rule into effect, you know what I mean? I can't,
Yeah,
I
no
can't
problem.
intelligently answer for what other people have done in
No
the past.
problem.
All can
And I
do is say
appreciate
what
you
I know.
finding that and pulling that
Well, we
out.
carry these in 3 other books.
Okay.
Because you'd asked about policies, and I
Yep.
got to thinking about that. Well, I have a policy. Now, yes, the sheriff's department has policies as well, but they fall under what has been approved by the state, or they would not be valid.
Mm-hmm. We would hope so.
Well, I can assure you.
And there's a couple of these policies that we're questioning because of that, so.
And that, there again, I can't talk intelligently about those things. 'cause
Mm-hmm. No,
I'm-
and I appreciate you, Debbie Love. You've been more than cordial all day, so.
But, yeah, the only way I would ever come over that door and arrest somebody for disorderly is if they were actually disorderly.
Which would require.
And by statute, you understand there are criteria that we have to follow. And then there's also a word called officer discretion. You know, 2 officers may not see it the same way. But if they fall under this criteria that's in this book right here, and it's up to the officer then to make that decision.
You ever seen a situation where somebody was charged with a misdemeanor and then 6 months later charged with a felony? Had one of those charges just escalated magically to a felony?
Well, sir, there again, you'd be asking me to do the county attorney's
I
job, and
know,
I can't do
kind
that.
of weird though.
But I mean, have you seen that happen? Somebody gets a charge from you guys, and then the attorney just ups it a little.
I can tell you as a general rule, when I charge somebody with a crime, I charge him with the highest crime I can charge him. Okay? What this, by statute allows me to charge him, I charge him with the highest level of crime. Now, if,
Are you
and
serious?
when it goes to court, they may
I
take
can't
it down
believe,
to a
hey,
lesser charge.
you guys are
And
awesome.
that's
I
what
can't
we
believe you
do.
guys are doing this.
But it is my job to charge him with the highest crime.
Really?
Yes.
So,
Within the realms of the statute. I can't make stuff up.
guys, I gotta tell you, the 2 ladies in there, these 2 ladies are awesome. There's been 2 times that you guys have called in and left a message with them, and both times they've gone above and beyond what they're expected to do in this situation and given us the message. Andrew, we appreciate you letting us know that Deputy Love's a good guy.
Who's Andrew?
Andrew Cook is a friend of ours that's watching right now, and he's a former law enforcement officer out of Barton County. And he's saying you're a good guy.
Well, I appreciate that.
See? Ain't all bad. Ain't all
No, you
bad.
guys have been completely cordial. I have no reason to have any animosity toward you.
Appreciate it.
It's just something about not being granted access to these public spaces. It's just kind of like.
Let's get the elephant out of the room. You guys are in here with cameras, with press, and everybody's got a fiber factory. That's gonna happen wherever you go.
And in all honesty, we wanted that to happen because we're trying to instigate a little change, trying to make just a couple things. There's not a lot of problems, but these ID things to get into public buildings are things that we really do need to adjust a little.
And like I said, that's something that you guys have every right to pursue. I mean, under our Constitution, and it's a great one. You guys have every right to do that. But
I think-
I can't interpret the civil side of that law, so all I can do is.
Yep. What time you got?
It is 2:10.
2:10.
A little bit longer.
Yeah, so basically, really all we're waiting on at this point is to find out that ordinance that was passed by the county.
These ladies said that the clerk is coming in.
Okay.
I can't,
Is that her?
no, that's the treasurer.
Okay. So yeah, that's really all we're waiting on now. So once we can get that ordinance clarified, we'll probably be out of here for today. We might be back.
Well, that's.
Hopefully you're on duty next
That's your
time.
I can't guarantee you that. That's your prerogative, Dennis. And I wish you the best in what you're trying to do, but I just have to kind of, make sure that nothing gets out of unruly. That's all I'm here for.
We're fine. We're good. I don't know if they're requesting you to hang around to monitor us or something. That's not necessary.
It has been our request.
Okay.
And like I said, that goes back to the elephant room. So.
Yep.
But I will go over here and talk to the other ladies, and you guys are welcome to
Yep.
wait for the clerk to get here.
Sounds good. Appreciate it. Oh boy. Well, I'll tell you what. I'm not going back outside. You're not going out because it's a lot cooler. It's freaking nice in here.
You think so? Oh man, I think it's hot as hell.
It's a lot cooler in here.
It's hot as shit.
So guys, I'm gonna knock this down to about, there's just a lot of misunderstandings happening here, and it's gone too far, excuse me, to the point where some of those misunderstandings have seemed to have developed into ad hoc rules and laws. And the way the ruling on the courthouse here came down with the judge saying to the county that that's what he wanted and making it happen, not normally the way courthouses are managed. There's the elevator, commission room. I wonder if we're able to see what the commission room looks like. Is it locked? Oh, just a small room.
She's not able to stop by now. No, she's not. But she says she'll be in and she'll process that whole records request when she comes in.
Did you put it on there?
Yeah, we have, she put it on Carrie's desk and everything.
Did you put it on for the ordinance that is the judge's thing?
resolution.
Yeah.
I requested the judge's order because I thought it was a judge's order and also the resolution.
Okay.
Yeah, and then it was, did Joe explain it's the commissioners, right?
Yeah, he
Yeah,
said that the
yeah.
commissioners had put it
Yeah,
down.
they're the ones who make it for us, yeah.
Okay.
They make the motions and the resolutions, is
All right.
what it is,
Where's
yeah.
the county administrator at? Is that different?
Like the county attorney, or what
This
do you
would be
mean?
like your county executive, your administrator,
that
the
works
person
with the commission, because I would think
It
that
would be Carrie.
Oh, she's in
It's,
it. Okay.
yeah.
The clerk,
Yeah,
okay.
she's right under them and like handles stuff in between them and
Okay,
stuff like
gotcha.
that, and our office does.
Cool.
All right.
Yeah.
Cool. Appreciate it.
Well,
Yep,
thank you.
Yep.
Cool. Have a good day.
You too.
So we out of here? All right. Joe, we're gonna get out of here. The county clerk is gonna respond to the course. She's not gonna make it in today, but look into some of the things that we talked about. I think.
I will certainly, I do try to research stuff if I don't know the
Right
answer.
on.
But, and there's a lot of answers I don't have.
Yeah.
Nobody has them all. But all right, so we appreciate you.
So is that what Elk County is named after right there? Is that
Actually, that was the gentleman who passed away. Fort Riley has elk hunts that you can get a once in a lifetime lottery for.
Yeah.
He went up there and got to shoot it, but he was from Elk County and he thought it would be appropriate to bring it down there.
Appropriate to put up
He
in there?
donated it for the cause.
Well, yeah.
So yeah, it was
There's
kinda
the elk of Elk County.
cool. Actually, it's from Riley County, but we'll take it.
Okay, it's the Riley County Elk.
Thanks, man.
All right, guys.
Just think we would never know that if we weren't allowed
Yeah.
there, you know? We would
Yeah.
never know that.
Big veteran wall.
Wow, look at that. That's awesome.
I mean, that should be open to the public, I would think.
For sure. Why are restrict people?
Yeah.
Look at that. It's right on top.
All right.
I tell you, people just make stuff so damn difficult. More difficult than it needs to be. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and the reality is
stand out here
everything,
for 40 minutes.
everything that we just did here, we could have done before lunch.
I know.
And been done and out of
We
here.
didn't need to stand there for 40 minutes pleading our case by giving our name to access this shit that was fucking paid for by
But the reality
citizens like us.
the reality is that's going to have to change, and that's what we're working toward. And the idea that the county commissioner had to call the sheriff's deputy to make sure that we weren't being unruly and we didn't need to be kicked out. I mean, we watched him on film talk to him about and the deputy had to tell him, oh no, there's nothing, there's no problem. They're being kind and respectful and everything. Why is that even necessary? to access a public building. You
We
know?
don't have, but he even said on there that he would arrest for rude and some other kind of language.
Right.
He could be arrested for that.
Right.
Oh, really? You could be arrested for being rude now?
So, you know,
Is this America or what?
I wonder if I was to walk in there and tell him he was an asshole, would I get
Be
arrested for that?
That's what he's basically saying. If you told the clerk in there that she's a whatever name pick, do I
Yep.
get arrested for that? Are you kidding me?
Well, it seems like various things in Elk County do cause arrests, and there's somebody sitting in that red truck over there. I'm kind of wondering what they're doing. I'm kind of wanting to find Eric Watts. So guys, make sure to, I don't know if this came out in the audio earlier because our audio tripped up, but we heard from people here that Eric Watts, the cop that actually assaulted Robert Walker during that interaction, he's actually back here in Elk County working for maintenance apparently. And yeah, so the sheriff's deputy couldn't hack it as a sheriff's deputy, so now he's working maintenance, and he supposedly claims some kind of a long-term disfiguring back injury from that. So how's he working maintenance if he's got a disfigured back injury or something, you know? The man's being charged with a felony for that. Again, Kansas Freedom News, thank you for exposing this a little bit and getting us out here and paying attention to what's going on in the state. And we need to make sure that Elk County understands that the prosecution, the way they're trying to do with Robert, that's not going to be acceptable. And we're out there talking to some defense attorneys and things. He's got a court-appointed counsel. From what I'm hearing, I'm not too impressed from the documents I've seen, from the court records and things. And the idea that they're escalating charges months after the fact and things like that, it seems to be trying to get leverage on him to force a plea. And you know, that's really not an acceptable way to run your criminal justice system. And remember, this whole thing started from a policy at this courthouse that is a constitutional violation. Appreciate you guys all tuning in. Dreaded accountability, out. Shit.